Hey everybody, NaMo here. Gonna try and make these a lot quicker. I think the vlog just is too long, wasn't working, so I'm just gonna do like individual little projects from now on. So here's the project I'm working on today. We have a frost warning tonight, so a lot of these need to go in there, so I gotta clean that out. But I also came up with an idea of extending this bed down this way, and I already went ahead and took the weed eater and just gnawed the top of the grass, just scalped it, formed this bed. It's kind of hard to see, I know, but it comes out right there and goes up and around that way. So now I need to move out those plants, extend the pattern, and then put 2 more cactuses in right there. So that's going to be a few of those plants put into the ground that I don't have to put in there. Now I don't have mulch, so I've got my pitchfork and my wheelbarrow out because I'm going to go grab some compost from the bottom of the pile just to use as temporary mulch in this spot. By doing that as well, I'm going to open up some area because the bigger plants like the trees, I still haven't decided on if I'm doing the roses, but I'm going to put them in the compost pile surrounded by all the compost because all of our trees in the yard are all down here. So I really don't have to like rake leaves or get rid of them. The only trees in the yard are those oaks right there, and I really just took care of them with the mower. So I have these 3 bags right here that are full of leaves from work. There's even more leaves at work that need to be picked up, raked into a pile, bagged, brought home. They do a service where you pile them up by the side of the road and they come pick them up. Usually do it 3 times a year, 3 days in a row, 3 times a year. This year they're only doing it twice, and it starts mid-November. So I've still got a whole month of leaf pickup that I gotta do myself and not throw it in the dumpster. So I'm gonna be bagging it up, bringing it home. So if I put the trees in the compost pile, surround it by what's already in there now, and then just start dumping these bags and bags and bags of leaves over top of it, theoretically it should insulate the roots because they're still in a pot. Should insulate the roots enough to where they're not going to get frostbitten and they're not going to die. Like I said, I still haven't decided if I'm going to do that to the roses. It's just going to be the trees right now. We'll see what kind of room we have for the roses. So now before we get into the project that I'm doing, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, comment down below, subscribe, ring the notification bell, share it with your friends. Every single link that you can click on to follow me and support me is in the description, so go find that there. So enough talking, let's get to work. All right, now we've got all the plants moved, put back in, a few new put in as well. 1 more of the salmon seal, 2 more of these coneflowers, and I created the pattern to where the coneflowers in the front, salmon seals in the back, and the prickly pear continue on down the side of the pathway. Of course, I wore the wrong gloves, got a bunch of pricklers in my hand, but they're in the ground and it's where they're going to stay. I need to water them in, but now take the wheelbarrow down their compost pile and make this actually look like a bed. So I got the oak leaf hydrangea, the maple, the elm, and the tulip poplar, all 4 of my red buds, and my 3 biggest roses, all in here, dug into what's left of the compost pile. I've got these 3 bags. I'm just gonna empty them out in here, just let them cover that over. I'm gonna have more bags, so I'm just gonna fill in around here for now. Once all of these start losing their leaves, then I'll start dumping more on top of them just to cover them all over, insulate them well for the winter. All right, and that's what it looks like with the compost spread all around. These these cactus, I broke off a few more pieces of them by accident when spreading the compost, so I just kind of shoved them in the ground. When eventually we do get rain, because we haven't had any in 3 weeks, this should all kind of compress and wash off the cactus, and then these should water in. But I do need to grab the hose, give at least these, everything I planted, a good soak. So right now I got to put everything on hold. We've got a birthday party we told our friend we were going to show up for, and I'd like to actually go. So I need to put this on hold. You go get my shower, clean up, and then I'll come back later tonight to cook some steaks for dinner, and I'll probably water them. Actually, I'll water now, but I'll water the rest of my potted plants then. Got about half barrels right now. I did have to stretch the hose from around the back of the house and fill the barrels up last week. I was expecting to have to do that again today, but I've been conservatively watering. Everything looks fine. It's not looking like it's gonna wilt and die off, so everything's holding on for right now. Hopefully we get some rain soon. They're still not predicting any for the next week, but I'm still, crossing my fingers. So, all right, I need to go get the shower. So it's been a few days. The other day while I was at work, my parents loaded up their entire compost pile, loaded it on the trailer, brought it out here, and set it out here in front of the addition, right beside the deck. I'll show you here in a bit. Then they tilled it in and put everything down that they could. In doing so, they moved all the plants, and so now I need to move them back. I need to plant. I think I'm going to just go ahead and plant those crab apples so that they can overwinter in place, because this compost filled the area pretty well. So yeah, I need to move everything back. Eventually I'm going to get those planted, and I need to use the remainder of my water in the barrels to get them watered. So let me show you what they did. So you can see where I threw the compost down myself the other day, and all my plants up here on the wall, because they threw a little bit of compost in here, tilled it in. The majority of it, the whole trailer load, is right here though, where they tilled it in, tried to level it off as best they could, and then you can see all the rest of the plants are here. So take that crab apple, get them planted here. Probably plant a few more things that I want to get planted here, because right here I can go ahead and landscape that just fine. I need to take the outdoor cleaner that I have and spray all the deck down, just to try and get all this weathering and mold off of there, because the plan is my dad has a sprayer, and before it gets way too cold, I want to get this treated and then buy some deck sealant, use my dad's sprayer, get all this taken care of. That way I can have that done this winter, and first thing in spring would be to go ahead and get everything planted right there, because it'd probably be a little too late after I do finish up the deck to get everything planted. So I'm going to end this here. There's a lot still left to do. I still have a few more days till the weekend. I might not be able to get any of it done until then, and then that'll be, the next project. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.